Obtaining a sub-permit online with Fast Track is easier and quicker than a visit to the office. In this video, we will go through the process of submitting an application for an electrical permit. Before we get started, make sure you have a valid Fast Track Member Services account. Please see the training video, How to Register and Log In, for help with setting up your account. Please contact our office before attempting to replace or restore an expired permit, address property damage or violation, or change the contractor for the project. Call our office at 407-836-5550. Okay, let's get started by logging into your Fast Track Member Services account. Visit Fast Track and click on the login icon. Then enter your username and password. Once you have logged in, click the menu drop-down and then click Apply for a Permit. You will then select the type of permit you wish to obtain. The type of license attached to your account will determine which permit types display on this screen. If the correct permit type does not appear, please contact Contractor Licensing at ocfl.net. Select Electrical Permit to begin an electrical permit application. If this is for a solar array installation, please use the solar permit application labeled Sun, which appears at the bottom of the list. On the first page, please select the building type, commercial, mobile home, or residential, and then select the option that pertains to the scope of work. Proceed to the location query and enter the street name. If you aren't certain about the street number or street type, you may leave that blank. Once you have selected the address, you will see a new button appear that says View Google Map. This feature will help you make certain that the address you selected is the correct location. Once you are sure that the correct address is entered, click the Continue button. On the following page, you will see the permit application form. The contractor license number should be filled in already. First, enter a brief description of the work to be performed. You may enter a unit number or store name in this area if it is a commercial project. Please make sure to include this information if it is applicable. Next, enter a contact email. This email will be used for communication during the review process. Sub-permits that are part of a scope of work for new construction, alterations, or additions should be tied into a building permit and require that building permit number to be entered now. If power will be needed upon completion of inspections, please select Yes for power call. If this is a fire alarm permit or security system, you will need to click Yes in the appropriate field, and then scroll down and enter the job value. Moving on to equipment info, you will need to type in the quantity for each type of equipment being installed or wired. For air conditioning, please enter the tonnage. For furnace and photovoltaic systems, please enter the kW information. In the low voltage section, enter the quantity of each system being installed. Under phone, only enter the number of phone lines to be installed. Please do not enter a phone number here. If your browser autofills a phone number as you see mine has, please make sure to delete that. The new meter info section only applies if new meter service will be installed. Please make sure to enter number of meters, amperage, voltage, and phase. According to the Florida Building Code, you may only enter 1 or 4 or more of the same service size in a single application. If this permit is for a temporary pole, commonly known as a T-pole, please enter the amperage, volts, and phase in this section. Keep in mind, no other services may be included in a T-pole application. If this is a single job, under valuation info, enter the total job value in the single unit section and leave number of units and job valuation multiple units blank. If this is a commercial job with multiple units, leave the single unit field blank. Enter the total number of units and the job valuation for each individual in the multiple unit field. This area is used to calculate your fees, so make sure to put the correct number of units and only the value for each individual. If you enter the total job value in the multiple unit field, it will multiply that by the units to generate your fees. To avoid overassessment of fees, please make sure to enter only the single unit job value. The Upgrade Meter Info section applies to alterations. Only use this section if the meter is being upgraded. Relocated Meter Info section is only to be used if the meter is being relocated. Once all of this information has been entered, click Pay Now if you are completing this single application today, or click Add to Cart if you wish to apply for multiple permits or pay on another day. To complete payments for items you have added to the cart, select the card icon and then click Checkout Now. Once you have paid for your permit or permits, your permit application will be transmitted to the Division of Building Safety for review. At this time, you are able to upload any documentation related to your permit, such as plans if your project requires them, and page 2 of the application, signed and notarized by property owner and license holder. To upload documents, click on the permit number, then attach a document or plan. Only plans should be uploaded to the top link if it appears. Page 2 of the permit application must be completed and uploaded to receive the permit online if the job value exceeds $2,500. To download the permit application, click Forms, Fees, and Resources in the sidebar, then Permitting Forms, and then download the electrical permit application. Page 2 must be completed and notarized and then uploaded to the Other Documents Upload area. Select Application for document type and then Page 2 for the description. After the application and documentation have been reviewed, which happens within 24 hours, if there are no deficiencies, your permit will be issued and you will be able to download the issued permit from Fast Track. To download your issued permit, log into Fast Track and click on the permit number that displays the issued status. Scroll down and click on Permit and then Download. This is your copy of the issued permit and should be displayed in a prominent location at the job site in accordance with Florida Building Code. Finally, a notice of commencement must be recorded before the first inspection if the job value is higher than $2,500. The Orange County Division of Building Safety offers a quick way to accomplish this. For more information about the electronic NOC process, please watch the NOC training video.